10 years plus for each one of these guys. Whether you were involved in the conspiracy to beat somebody up later, well, I wasn't part of that. Too fucking bad. You're a cog in the wheel. And you're in part of it. You're in all of it. Unless you can really show you're so detached it's not reasonably foreseeable. Somebody that's collecting from somebody during this scheme, if you were there at the front end creating it and somebody's on the back and using violence, you're responsible for all that. You're responsible for the acts of your co-conspirators just as though if you have committed them. So they're looking at well over 10 years. Each one of them, all 31 people on this indictment. So it was brought up to me by somebody that doesn't know anything. No, I'm joking. It was brought up, if this is what these guys are doing on this level, what are the casinos doing? Well, the casinos are all fucking crooked. I mean, I don't know if they're crooked or not, but they've got the eye in the sky. They know everything that's going on, but they have a licensing board that tries to ensure that all the games are fair and that, but the odds are stacked against you no matter where you go to gamble. Better just, play Parcheesi with your friends and keep your fucking money. Gambling scares the shit out of me. It absolutely does. And the level at which you can't say, well, we had an X-ray table, but it was for a different purpose. or we had this card shuffling machine, but, we didn't know that it was able to read everybody's fucking hand. Or we didn't know that there was barcodes on the side of these decks. I mean, you can't say anything. There's no innocent explanation for any of this. All you have to say is that I didn't know, I wasn't part of that, I had no clue as to what was going on. That's your only defense if you're one of these people. And when you get paid for showing up to a game that you didn't win, guess what? You're on the hook. That's why these NBA players are on the hook, and we'll see what happens. If you look at people like Charles Barkley, you hear what his comment was? Fuck that. They're not victims. They're not, they're not no game. You doing this because you want it. That's a whole school of thought. Like alcoholism is not a disease. Drug addiction is not a disease. I'm telling you, it can get pathological with people. People have lost their homes. They've lost their whole entire lives over gambling. And you wouldn't do that normally, right? But if you can't afford to gamble, don't fucking gamble. And if you're going to gamble, just do that which you can afford. Some of these guys, like Michael Jordan, gambles a shit ton, and they get competitive with this stuff. I just can't even imagine losing my money like that